I got the mic. Hey guys, peace and blessings. Welcome to Unapologetic Real Talk. Guys, how you like my background? When you come in, let me know how do you like my background. I see my girl was in the house, Starbucks lover. Yes, indeed, guys. So look, I'm gonna just go on with the show. I'm waiting for misbehaving. So this link is only for misbehaving. So I'm gonna go ahead and drop the link. So if my girl come in, that's who it's for. Okay. So you like it? Starbucks say, wow. Yeah, girl, look, I had several others that I was picking for. Let me show you some more. But I like this one. I'm gonna go ahead and keep this one right here. So look, I held the show long enough. I was late. So I'm gonna just go on because, like I said, they listen, okay? And we know that when it comes to this right here, all this right here to me is for entertainment purpose only. Like I say, these people, they put their life out there on display for the entire world to go ahead and pick it apart. Much is given, much is required. Okay. So my girl checking your boo. Okay, she was in the house. She said, "What's up, chat and unapologetic real talk." Oh, guys, look, I wanted to go ahead and change my thumbnail, but I had some other stuff that I wanted to go ahead and do. So I guess once this I'm finished with this show, I'll go ahead and talk about well, go ahead and change that. Also, Starbucks says, "Welcome everyone to Unapologetic Real Talk. Please hit the button on your way in and out." Okay. Also, she says, if you want to go ahead and support the channel, Cash App Real Talk 95. Your support is appreciated, but it is not required. Okay. Also, my girl says, checking the boo, speaking to checking the boo, and I love it. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So, guys, let me go ahead and do my disclaimer, making sure that all that is well. So, let me see if I can go ahead and pull up my disclaimer. And like I said, hey, no one mad but the messenger, okay? So let me see if I can pull it up a little bigger so I can go ahead and see it. Let me see if I can go ahead and take this down. Okay. I don't know how to take this off. So right here it says the copyright disclaimer is under section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowances made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. Fair use is used permitted by a copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Okay, so I want to make sure I go ahead and put that out. Also, guys, make sure you go ahead and hit like, comment, and share these videos for more unapologetic content. Okay, so I'm just waiting to see if my girl misbehaving is going to come up. So we can go ahead and start our show. And like I said, all this right here is alleged and for entertainment purpose only. I see Spark is in the house. She says, "Hello, Lady D and family. Love you too." Thank you for coming in, guys. Thank you for coming in. Okay, so we got a lot that we want to go ahead and talk about. So I want to go ahead and make sure that I pin this up right here. All this right here is alleged, okay? And everything said is alleged, absolutely, and for entertainment purpose only. And like I said, ain't nobody mad but the messenger. I don't have a dog in this fight. Not one dog in this fight. Like I said, these people are the ones that went ahead and put their life out there for the entire world to go ahead and pick it apart. And the thing that I know is that you cannot tell anyone to you can't tell nobody how they're going to go ahead and tell their story, especially when you put it out there. Okay. So let me see. I think Miss Behaving is in the house. I don't see her, but I see where Spark is set and said misbehaving. Okay, let me go ahead and drop the link again. My girl is in the house, so we're gonna go ahead and start this show. Guys, make sure you go ahead and support misbehaving. Go ahead and put a cash app up. It's not required, but if you feel led to go ahead and cash app her, make sure you go ahead and do it. And a lot of stuff that we're gonna go ahead and talk about, guys, it's going to be in membership only. So make sure you go ahead and subscribe to this channel, okay? Like I said, hey, ain't no fun. Ain't nobody can get mad, okay? And that's it. No one can get mad. So let me see if I can go ahead and put Misbehaving's Cash App up, okay? Give me a second. And guys, make sure I see I got 13 people, but only 8. Like I said, if this is not the platform for you, you find a channel that's going to go ahead and tickle your ears. Okay. Nowhere in the world that I can come on someone's platform and not go ahead and support that person. Okay, where is my girl at? Come on, girl, come in this house. Come on in the room. Come on in the room. So let me see if I can go ahead and put my thumbnail down. But I just want y'all to see my African attire. How do you like it? I got my wrap on. I also have my little look, my little African little blouse on. Yes, we about to go to Africa. You hear me, Marcel? Yes, not Marcel is not the only one that's going to have the fun. Okay. Yes, indeed. We are about to go to Africa. So I'm just waiting for my girl to come on. Come on and hit that link, girl. So just waiting for her to come on, misbehaving, guys. So I wanted to see if I can go ahead and put a thumbnail. Let me see. I wanted to see if I can go ahead and put a thumbnail. But I'm just waiting for my girl misbehaving to come in. And we got a lot that we want to go ahead and talk about. Okay. So again, guys, welcome, welcome, welcome to Unapologetic Real Talk. Also, my girl misbehaving. Make sure you go ahead and check her out. Okay. Make sure you go ahead and check her out. Okay. So I'm just waiting for misbehaving to come in. Come on, girl. So you're just being patient, just waiting for her to come in. I went ahead and dropped the link. So I wanted to see if I can go ahead and join. Yes, also yes, join the membership for unapologetic content. Don't miss out on the hot tea. Yes, indeed. And one thing about me, guys, I do not gloat over no one's demise. But when it comes to these reality shows, like I said, these people are the ones that went ahead and put their lives on display for the entire world to go ahead and pick it apart. And we already know much is given, much is required. Okay. You air it out, you are free game. So I don't know what's taking misbehaving long. Let me know if you're coming up. So I'm just waiting for misbehaving, okay, guys? So in the meanwhile, let me see if I can go ahead and show you this until misbehaving come up. See if I can go ahead and show you something before she comes up. And make sure you guys do the Cash App, okay? Hit the Cash App. Well, I ain't gonna go pull it. Okay, I see my girl misbehaving is in the house. Okay, so yes, so guys, look, I'm gonna go ahead and let my girl in the house misbehaving, looking all beautiful. Hold on, guys, let me go ahead and see. It clicked out, so I'm just waiting for her to come up. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and calm down, and I'm waiting for misbehaving to come up. Okay, and I'm gonna go and I'm gonna put this up right here. I want to go ahead and put this up right here. We're gonna go ahead and put that up right there. Okay. And like I said, all this right here is for entertainment purpose only. Entertainment purpose only. How
I
are you
don't even
doing,
know
my
if it
girl?
worked.
It's up. You up?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you real good.
I gotta put some headphones on.
Okay. So we just let us get everything together,
Oh,
guys.
hey, Lady D. I'm gonna turn on my headphones. I had to
Okay.
pull over, and my other cell phone, my other iPhone, I don't know why it overheated. So that's
Oh,
what was
okay.
taking me so long.
Oh, okay. So
So,
how you like my back ground? You saw I went to Africa, huh? Did you see
I didn't
that?
see the thing to mute my mic while I cut on my headphones. Hold on just a second. That's the
Okay.
reason why my picture is different. Different
Okay.
phone. Hold
Oh, I
on.
like that. I like that picture. So let me show her my little background. Guys, let me know what y'all think about my little background, okay? So we're just waiting for Misbehaving to go ahead and get her mic together, and then we can go ahead with the show, okay? Yes, indeed. The motherland. And that is my dream. My dream is to get to the motherland. That's my dream, to get there. One day get to the motherland, okay? And like I said, don't get mad with the messenger. A lot of people, they're gonna pretend, oh, I don't want to hear what she said. Yeah, you do. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Trust me. Like I said, in here, we are not going to go ahead and sugarcoat for anyone. But I'm trying to see if I can go ahead and put the thumbnail, see if I can go ahead and put that thumbnail that I had. So just bear with us, guys. We're trying to make sure that we get everything set, okay? And once we get everything set, we'll go ahead and start the show. So I'm trying to see if I can go ahead and get it all set. See if I can put this out right here. So let me see if I can go ahead and do this right here. You there?
I can hear you. I can hear you real good.
And I can hear you also. So how are you doing, my girl?
Oh, I apologize for my tardiness. I am doing fine. I've been tiptoeing in these YouTube streets, got sidetracked with the time, looked at my watch, and I said, oh my God, I'm supposed to be over there with unapologetic real talk.
Girl, what's going on out there, girl? So
The
much going
same
on,
old,
huh?
same
The,
old.
sa- the same old, huh?
It's
So how you like my little background? You like it? You see, I got my
I
African
love
attire.
it. You know what you should have had a wooden walking stick like a shaft. You just sitting up there with it in your hands. I need to put this to share out your page.
Ah, yes, indeed, girl. Yes, indeed. I say, look, I had to put this up here. So let me go ahead and I just wanted you to see how I look here.
Okay,
I ain't gonna be
I'm,
too.
I'm
I ain't gonna
gonna
be
mute
too
my mic.
nasty. Not at all. Not at all. So you want to tell them about your channel and stuff like that?
Oh, okay. Hey, you guys, good afternoon. I am your girl, Misbehaving, and the name of my channel is Misbehaving is Fun. I am based out of the West Coast, California, that is. And I talk about a variety of things. I'm definitely focused on love and marriage, Huntsville. I try to give an unbiased perspective, and I nickname myself in the folks that like to tell the truth,
Absolutely.
regulators. So I like to come on through and regulate a couple of things and remind folks that they may have misspoken.
Absolutely.
My I don't know what else to tell. Hey, you have to keep your notifications on if you subscribe to my channel because unlike unapologetic real talk Lady D, see she's organized and she's timely, baby. You gotta catch me like a man with some good loving. I might be here today, gone tomorrow. So set your notification bell, subscribe, and honey, when I do go live, you will be entertained. So I'm just and if you got a family member incarcerated or a loved one in an assisted living facility or nursing home, check on your people every day. Please check on them. I'm not saying everybody's bad, but everybody ain't good. So just pop in. All right, D,
Absolutely,
let's get
absolutely. I
to it.
see Lady T. She says, "Love it, love the background." Also, checking your booth, say, "What's up, chat?" And at unapologetic real talk, guys. Again, welcome, welcome, welcome. We're gonna go ahead and see what we can do in here, man. It's just so much going on out there, and like I said, it's not fun when the rabbit got the pow pow, and a lot of people, they want to go ahead and get upset, but like I said,
Mhm.
much is given, much is required, so you put your name out there, you put yourself out there, you sign for it, then whatever they throw out at you, like I said, hey, you can't get mad, that's how I look at it.
I look at it the same way. I mean, it's funny to me. People can see the flaws in another person, but they cannot see the flaws within themselves. Why is that? Why is it that so many people have self-imposed blinders on when it comes to themselves?
Because they pick and
Have you ever
choose,
wondered
and,
that?
and you can't pick and choose, you when you I've been watching, especially when it comes to the love and marriage in Huntsville sector, when they got information, especially when it comes, of Martell, they quick to to go ahead and put it out. I mean, it's like they just, I mean, it's like, oh my God, it's just unsurreal. But if information comes out about anybody else, it's like they want to go under attack and start talking about, oh, if you put this information out here, you're going to get lawsuits and stuff like that. Well, like I said, many times when you guys kept your foot on Martell's neck and Martell did some dumb things, ain't nobody going to justify, the things that he did. But like I
True.
said, if everybody else can pull up some dirt or anything that this man has done, and when he come out and he talk about some stuff, then they have a problem. That's the part that I don't understand. Like Checking Your Boo says, selective outrage, selective memories, and hashtag fakeness, hashtag hypocrisy. And that's absolutely, you just can't get mad. When it comes to Martell, all the way from 7 seasons, we've been talking about all the stuff that's going on. And the minute when he speaks up, the first thing they want to say is this man is unhinged. This man does not know what he's
Hmm.
talking about. Make it make sense. I just don't know.
But haven't you noticed though, if it's not Melody over talking him when he's
Mm-hmm.
trying to give his side of a story, it's the Scots and their fan base, trying to drown him out or point
Mm-hmm.
out what someone else may have said about him first. That no 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 no. That does not negate your behaviors in action. They are doing what I call, they are doing distraction, deflection, and diversion. They're trying to distract us so we can't pay attention to what they're doing. They're deflecting, changing the story to get the heat up off of them, and they're creating a diversion.
Absolutely. And I'm starting to see now, I was wondering, why, people, when they come on, it's like they want to have everybody to jump on the bandwagon. They want everybody to think the way that they want you to think. And the minute when you start thinking out of the box, and and then that's when they wants to come and attack you. But like I said, in here is real talk, unapologetic, and nine buys. And I'm going to go ahead and stand on my truth. But girl, it just got so much stuff, is going on out there. But you know, I just want to take you, we let's go ahead and talk about some stuff that is going on. Like I said, the heat is going on. So much stuff is being turned up, and you know, um, a lot of stuff. When Tisha came on Call Is King platform, and they were saying that Marceau had said a lot of stuff, but they went ahead and they edit some of the stuff out, and what I think is the reason why Call Is King did not come out and say, and this is my opinion, guys, like I say, all this right here is alleged, come out and say anything and just let Tisha talk, but he gave Tisha time enough to go ahead and say alleged. So what I think that he brought Tisha on, so like I said, nobody going to be able to hold him for it, because he did come out and say, Tisha, just go ahead and say alleged. It's not his word verbatim, but he did say, Tisha, just go ahead and say alleged. And I remember when they were at the little film day, the stuff that Destiny had did. And you remember when Martell had said, look like Melody should be here too. You remember that?
Yeah, he said the person that got the most problem with everybody should be here. Ain't here.
Mm-hmm.
Referring to Melody.
So it's
I
like,
definitely.
huh?
No, go ahead, Lady D.
No, Check Your Boo said, Lady D, you will put the definition of slander on your screen. Also, do you have access to caller's transcript? No, I do not. She says common sense, absolutely. So yes, that's what I should go ahead and put the definition of slander. So look, girl, you very smart. Come on and give us the definition for slander, Miss
I
Behavior.
can't give it to you word. I can't give it to you word by word. But slander is when you make an accusation against someone. It's not sound. It's not founded. There's no evidence. or to support the accusation that you're making against someone. But go ahead and keep talking, and I'll have the Google definition of
Okay.
slander for you,
Okay.
so we
Yeah.
can be
Yeah.
thorough.
So, what I'm saying, like I said, when it comes to these reality shows, we know these reality shows, they're not just going to come on, and let you tell your story. You might tell just a snippet of your story, but before you know it, it's just changes to different things. And it's just a lot, guys. It's just a lot that is going on out there. And like I said, they air it out there, free game. I'm not the type of person that gloat over no one's downfall, but if they put it out there, it's free game. You know that when it came to Tisha, I've been riding for Tisha for almost 7 seasons, but like I said, I still stand on my truth. And a lot of stuff that we saw that was going on when it came to Tisha, a lot of people used to talk about it, especially when it comes to Marcel, how he was more of a controlling type of person. And especially when they had that little field day or whatever they had, Tisha had
Mhm.
came out and she said that it was edit, when he brought out a person name, but all they had to do is edit out the person name and then just go along with the story. But I think that it was bigger than what everybody is talking about. I think the reason why when it comes to Marcel, he didn't say anything because he know that Martell was ready. He was sitting on ready, just like he said, he's going to reveal it all. And most likely that's why he had asked, Melody should be right there. I think the reason why you didn't hear a pin drop that came out of Marcel's mouth because he was afraid that when it comes to Martell was going to let a rabbit out of the hat.
I agree. I agree wholeheartedly with you. Let me give you the definition of slander. Slander is the action or crime of making a false spoken statement damaging to a person's reputation. And that is what happened to Martell. And just like you said, I'm going to piggyback off your comment, Lady D. When they edit that clip, and we didn't see it, we're just going by what Letitia and Marceau have said that it was edited, and Carlos King did not dispute that. They could have just edited the name, like you said, because that's what they did at the Galentine's Day event when Tisha and Melody were arguing across the table. And anytime Melody would mention the so called woman's name that was involved with Marceau, they edited out the name. So I believe that Marceau may have said something that could quite possibly been offensive to the LGBTQ community, and that's why it was edited out. And then they brought Tisha to the forefront to say it on Carlos King's platform. That's just something that I'm thinking.
Mm-hmm. Well, it could be. It could be. I see what Checking Your Boots says. Misbehaving. Martell was slandered. Even the guys who they are saying could come forward with tapes. It's hearsay. Yes, absolutely. I see Gail Francis also in the house. She says hello everyone, but it's a mess, But and I truly believe that a lot of stuff is going to come out, And now that we see that it was sad, and we're going to go ahead and say allegedly that Tisha and Marcel now they're going to carry this show. But like I said, much is given, much is required. And girl, what you think about? Would you let your man go to Africa by himself? What's your thoughts about that?
I most definitely not. Seeing the the African theme that crossed my mind. But since you asked that question, no, I wouldn't let my man go to Africa. But you know what's funny? Isn't that was Marcel's first trip to Africa, if I'm not mistaken? And it was supposedly a trip that was scheduled last minute. But ever since this season begun, all I can think about is Shanita Foster and how she has the African connection.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what I keep thinking. And then I know at one point in time, I know Melody loves to travel out the country.
Mm.
I mean, it's just something that makes you say, what's
Wow.
so great about that African connection? Lady D, let's go back to the field day trip.
Come on,
You
girl. Come
know,
on.
I think it's much to do about nothing. Everyone wants to get on Martell about what he said, and he was wrong. He spoke out of turn, being angry. But again, Marcel Scott, that big, tall black man with wide shoulders and a wide back, he was sitting right there with his wife, Tisha, and he didn't say a word. He was quieter than a church mouse. How come he ain't say nothing?
Hmm. Girl, I guess he didn't want the cat to get out of the hat, honey. Meow.
Shoot, look, I thought it was the cat got his tongue, but it wouldn't have been Tisha's cat that had his tongue. I, mm, I don't know. I mean, thou protest too much. Everybody keeps saying it's too late. If it's an affair, a woman from 5, 7 years ago, we don't want to hear it. We don't want to hear it. Yeah, y'all don't want to hear it now because y'all said it was 5 or 7 years ago. But had that woman been brought on the show when it was first mentioned, would your opinion be any different? So
Hmm.
I am of the authority and of the mindset that hey, if Tisha like it, I love it. Tisha is the black Tammy Wynette. She gonna stand by her man, and Tisha ain't leaving her husband for no bati. So, because now you hear in the atmosphere now, don't you? A lot of people saying, "Well, it don't matter. So what? She ain't going nowhere." Well, if
Hmm.
y'all are in agreement that it doesn't matter and Tisha's not going anywhere, why are you guys fighting tooth and nail for Martell to at least just come on and say and show what he needs to do? Say it.
That's
That
it.
that that could be his parting gift. You know what I'm saying?
That's it.
Them fighting this man for not being able to say or to show his evidence or get his last word, it makes me wonder why you guys all. It makes me believe that there's an alliance that formed, an alliance that formed, and y'all trying to get rid of Martell by any means necessary. The fans are rumbling, and the rumble is getting louder. We want Ariane Curry on that
Oh,
show,
you're
and
breaking
who
up a little
has a
bit. You're
vested
breaking up. You're
interest for
breaking up.
Ariane Curry not being on that show?
Hmm. Could you repeat it again? You're breaking up.
Melody and the Scots, Marcel
Hmm.
Scott, Maurice Scott, Kimmy, and Tisha, as well as Melody, have a vested interest in preventing Ariane Curry from being on this show. Let that woman come on this show. Y'all want to talk about folks tearing down black marriages? Well, y'all didn't have a problem making money when a black marriage was being destroyed. And yes, Melody brought it to the show. That's her fault. But I'll also tell you this, when the Scots saw which direction this show was going in, they could have stepped away and they didn't. Y'all not finna sell me no half story. I want to hear it all. That's like getting a nice lemon pound cake. Somebody made a nice buttery lemon pound cake, and but they gonna serve it to you and ain't no glaze on it. Don't nobody want that.
Little dry cake, huh?
Yeah, we don't want no dry cake. We want the whole thing.
Yeah. Can you hear me? Your phone breaking up a little bit. You was breaking up a
I
little
hear
bit.
you.
Oh, you can hear me
I
good
hear
because your
you
phone was breaking
clearly.
up. But you are absolutely right. Nobody want a dry pound cake. People want a little icing on it. And you remember when Martell had came out and he said, reveal it all. So Martell sitting there saying, you guys been dragging him from day one. And, the minute when he say something or, people that's come on and say anything, you know, against of their talking points, then they want to go ahead and they want to holler, oh, there's going to be lawsuits or, or people, going to get in the world trouble. But when you was coming out there, the bloggers, and they was so, it's like they just was insane of bringing in the information when it come about Martell. Now all of a sudden, you can't talk about certain things, but like I said, if you air it out, you are free game. It's just so much stuff that is going on. You're not just going to constantly just sit there and throw things at Martell without Martell firing back. So the minute when Martell want to go ahead and he fire back, then everybody wants to go ahead and they wants to holler foul. But it does not work like that. It does not work like that because Martell said, from the very beginning, the storyline was fake. That he was with Ariane, and we already know when it comes to Ariane, according to all the stuff that they put out when Marcel and his brothers and all of them was hanging out. Some of the times Ariane was right there. She was right there, so quite obvious. She knows a lot of stuff that is going on, and that's why I think they fighting tooth and nail because they don't want Ariane to come out so she can tell exactly what's really going on. But the thing about it is that when it comes to Tisha, I want to see Tisha, just take, I know that's your husband, and but also be able to have a mind of your own at the end, because we already know when it comes to Marcel is a good talker, and now a lot of stuff is unfolding because this man, what he did, he went to Africa, he went by himself. Now I don't know if it because he was depressed and he wanted to get away, but was that's the story that you think that he fed to her? And I'm gonna say allegedly, I was depressed and I wanted to go to Africa and I wanted to go by myself. So she was going to go ahead and she was going to fall for it. Oh, he's depressed. He need time alone. He need that me time. That sounds like Melody. You remember when Melody, when she said that when Martell get on her nerves, she go and she get a hotel and, that's how she get a peace. But to say that I need a peace and I go to the motherland and that's right there. That's a lifetime experience, especially when it comes to the children. So my first experience, I want to go to the motherland, with my whole entire family. So now I'm going to go by myself and I'm telling my wife that, I'm going through some stuff, what the stuff that you was going through that you needed to escape to the motherland by yourself, because we already know when it comes to the motherland, honey, it's popping. We got so many people going to the motherland. Shanita, she was building wells. Was he going down there to go and throw a penny in the well? Was he going down there to build a well? Or what's going on, and why we don't see any pictures of that lifetime, adventure. Why we don't see any pictures of that right there, because we know they love to go to Africa, okay?
Maybe Shanita is the linebacker. She built like one. She built like one.
And
Maybe
he
she was
told,
the
what did he
line.
tell Tisha? He told Tisha, oh, I know her. You remember when he had said that, right? He said, oh, I know her. She not, don't hang with her. Oh, you're gonna tell your wife that. You see what I'm saying? And it's not his word verbatim, but he did say, I know her. You remember when Tisha had came back and told Marcel that when they went to St. Thomas that Shanita was there. You remember that? Oh, she dropped. I'm sorry. Which mic you on? Are you on this one? Because I see two. Let me go ahead and kick this one out. You can hear me?
Lady D.
Huh?
but I don't
Wait,
know what happened. My
which one?
screen
Because
off.
you're breaking up on that one.
I have no idea.
I can hear you, but wait, let me see. You there? So, guys, look, we having technical difficulty. Okay, like I said, honey, ain't nobody mad but the devil. We're gonna go ahead and get this out. Okay. So I'm just waiting for Misbehaving to get her mic together. You there? So anytime when you come, you can hear me. Just go ahead and chime in. So in the meantime, I'm waiting for Misbehaving to go ahead and get her mic together. So guys, if you feel led to go ahead and cash out Misbehaving 2023, feel free to go ahead and cash app her. So I'm just waiting for Misbehaving to go ahead and get her mic together. And once she get everything together, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna talk about all this stuff that is going on. And like I said, all this right here is alleged for entertainment purpose only, and it is our opinion. Okay. Checking your booth says by any means necessary. It seems they want Martell gone. They were rooting for Martell against his ex, but since Martell is tired of being a scapegoat and calling out the hypocrisy, they want his head. Absolutely. But the things that is going out there is floating out there, and I'm going to go ahead and sell allegedly. It looked like the ones that they saying is the main character of this show, the one that they say it is her show, most likely, might be the one. And I'm going to go ahead and sell legend to come out there because, like I said, what's in the dark will eventually comes to the light. Okay, you can't thinking that you're going to pull somebody else's dirt up and nobody going to go ahead and pull yours up. And when it comes to this show right here, Carlos King is not going to film around certain people. It's going to come out. And I truly believe that's why when he told Maurice, because some things might come out with him. And I'm going to say alleged. He said, you out there, people, they know that you on this big platform and people, they taking pictures. So they right there trying to, Carlos King, he's trying to go ahead, most likely, I'm going to say alleged, uh, fix all this stuff up, but it's some stuff that is about to take place. Like I said, this is what they put out. They put their life out. So much is given, much is required. Also, Checking Blue says it's been about cheating as the target. Martell and Marceau stayed keeping the attention on Martell infidelity. Absolutely, it's on the episode as evidence. But you notice when it was at that little field thing that Destiny had, you didn't see Maurice. You didn't see Maurice getting into anything. If anything, Maurice went and he really talked to Martell. He didn't get hyped up or anything because they don't want Ariane on. And the reason why they don't want Ariane on, because they know that, like I said, when it comes to Ariane is most likely would be a threat. So guys, I'm just waiting for Misbehaving to come on. Let me see if I can drop drop her and then add her back. You there? So we just waiting for Misbehaving to come in. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead. Let me see if I can go ahead and I'm gonna kick out the studio so she can go ahead and come right back. Okay, I hope that works. Okay, so guys, just bear with us. And like I said, all this right here is for entertainment purpose only. You air it out, you are free game. Also, Checking Your Booth said it's irresponsible. So let me drop the link in case Misbehaving comes back in. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and drop the link for her. So I went ahead and dropped the link. And like I said, when it comes to here, I don't gloat over no one's demise, especially when it comes to families. I'm not into all that right there, trying to tear down people's family, but you know exactly what you getting into when you sign up for it. I just wish that when it came to Tisha and Marceau, I just wish that they just would have focused on what businesses that they had outside of the show and not these reality shows. Because when it's reality shows, like I said, it is very hard when it comes to families. Also, Checking Your Booth says it's irresponsible to paint Martell as the angry black man when he barely speaks when they keep badgering him. Absolutely. And the reason why they don't want to hear Martell, because like I said, they don't want to hear the truth because they were lifting up Melody, and they didn't want it to mess up, Melody. They wanted to keep everybody, on that trauma bonding train wagon. So it made Martell, it made him come across as unhinged. I'm trying to see if I can go ahead and pull up that clip. I had pulled it up before, where when Martell was trying to tell them what's going on and how they used to overtalk him. But the thing about it, they only did that because they did not want it Martell to come out and tell the truth. And like I said, hey, now that all this stuff right here is coming out, it's a lot. It's a lot. And you think that half of you talking about the receipts. The receipts is, like I said, you think Tasha K is going to come out with something and call someone to go ahead and sue her? No. Trust me. When she come out, she's going to come out with her receipts. I want to show you this right here, guys. Let me see if I can show you this right here, because I'm waiting for, no, this is not the one. I was trying to show you guys the one where when they had went on that vacation and Melody kept over talking him. I wanted to show you that one, but I don't see it. But I'm waiting for Miss Behaving to come in, guys. I think she's having problems trying to get up. Also, Checking Your Boots said it also, okay, so she's back. It's still saying your device is not connected, Misbehaving. It's saying device is not connected. So right here, it says it's been about cheating as they target Martell and Marcel. They stayed keeping the attention on Martell infidelity is on the episode and the evidence. And I'm so glad now when it comes to Martell, all the gloves are off right now. All the gloves are off, and he's gonna tell it. He's going to tell it. Trust me. So it's saying, I'm gonna go ahead and kick Misbehaving out again, because it's saying that your device is not connected. Like I said, ain't nobody mad but the devil. Okay. Also, Gail Francis says they need to move on. This is other things happen. I want to hear about Kimmy because grandma, and how Ken and Tricia is dealing with a blended family. And guys, like I said, when it comes to Tricia, and I'm gonna say allegedly, when it comes to her as well, she got a story, because you guys remember, when Tisha came on the scene, I had put two and two together. I sat there and say, when it comes to her husband is from Dayton, Ohio. You remember when I had said that? And the reason why it's like she's trying to figure out how to, work with what they giving her, because they really don't want to come out with the storyline when it comes to Tricia. But I promise you guys, just bear with Tricia. Trust me, bear with Tricia, because Tricia also, like I said, they all know exactly where the bodies are. Okay. And also with the timestamp, it was a reason why Melody went to, and I'm gonna say a legend, guys. All this right here is for entertainment purpose only, because I don't get turned off by this stuff right here. To me, it's sad, especially when it comes to these reality shows. But it was a reason why, and I'm gonna say a legend. Let me go ahead and say a legend. I'm waiting for Misbehaving to come back. I don't know what's wrong with her mic. So let me see. I'm gonna put all this right here is alleged, okay? Because like I said, I don't know these people from a can of paint. She says, sorry, D, I'm having trouble with my phone. Okay, so Misbehaving saying that she's having trouble with her phone. Also, Checking Your Boo says, Call is King is focused on business. Absolutely. And that's the reason why, and I'm going to say allegedly, that he brought in Tisha and he brought in Maurice. So when anything comes out, he's going to cover himself because, like I said, these people putting their life out there. So Carlos King going to cover himself, and you guys want to go and get, and talk about Carlos King. But like I said, Carlos King, this is not his first rodeo. Carlos King been in the game since he was 20 years old. So this right here is not his first rodeo, okay? So also, Checking Your Boo said, Carlos is focused on business. He has said cast members say and do on the show and social media, which will be discussed. They sign contracts, absolutely, to be messy on these reality shows, absolutely. But like I said, when it comes to Tricia, and you saw when Melody went and she talked, she went down the line to everybody, and she really wanted to go to Trisha, because now, like I said, the timestamp, the timelines is not going to add up, because when Trisha was in that house with Martell, and she tell you, hey, it was, I've been like, I'm gonna just say 1986. And Melody said that, she was in that house 1986. No, that's letting you know that you guys was not even together. So right now, what they are doing now is that they are calling out, most likely, and this is my opinion, guys, they are calling out when it comes to Melody lies, okay? Because if you say that you was in relationship with Martell such and such time, then why Trisha was there? So now you got Trisha out here looking like a fool, where she's wondering what the heck you guys are doing. What you guys are doing. You guys got me out here looking bad, okay? You guys got me looking bad. And you guys know, I already had said, when it comes to Melody, when it comes to Marcel, all of them right there, they are forming alliance. And the reason why they are forming alliance, because they don't want the truth to come out. They don't want the truth to come out, especially when it comes to Africa, okay? And that's real talk. So also it says that Maurice has been more sound. He has said it from the beginning, from all of them, to stop exposing, because people will get hurt and marriage will be torn. He even said that in the beginning. You remember Checking Your Boo when he said, when I think it was who that was. I think it was if I'm not thinking, I think it was Tisha he was talking to, Tisha or Marcia. He said, y'all don't want to go there. Stop it. Stop it. I mean, he said, y'all don't want to bring that out. Stop it. Because knowing that, these people was about to sit there and start tearing down the entire house. Also, Gail Francis said, misbehaving, check your setting for the Wi-Fi data on your phone. Okay. Also, Checking Your Boo said, even Destiny said on her last live, all of them are wrong. When it was mentioned about Martell was wrong for involving Tisha, Destiny said other women close to Marceau and Martell were mentioned, but they wants to hear just everything when it comes to Martell. That's all they want to hear. I see Davida is here. Hi, Davida.
Peace and blessings to you, Lady D. It's been a minute since I've been over here. How
Yes, it
are you?
have. Doing great.
Okay. After what's been going on and the receipts I've seen these last few years, everybody's not holding some people accountable on this show. Not just
Absolutely.
not just Miss Buddy. I'm not gonna take up for a woman that allows her husband to disrespects her on TV and probably in real life when she doesn't love herself. I'm
Hmm.
just not gonna take up for a woman like that.
Absolutely, absolutely.
She'd
But
have
it's a lot of stuff that's going on, and people is not really privy to. That's why they want to make sure that they keep Ariane off that show. But what are your thoughts about when it comes to Ariane coming on that show?
it is a threat to those Scots because I've heard old recordings for phone calls where they are mentioning a lot in those recordings about Mr. Marceau dibbing and dabbing with some of her girls she hangs with allegedly. So no, they don't want her on there. I would like for her to be on there because this is going to be the ultimate revenge for Mr. Martell Holt. Because Martell Holt's been the sacrificial lamb for so long. And I believe when he said on that bench with Destiny, he's done a lot more than he has. He's trying to act like he never done anything. So they don't want her on there because she will set the streets on fire if she was on there. And I think she needs to. I think she needs to on there. I'm tired of this fake image that they're trying to portray. It's not working no more. They've gotten away with a lot since season one, the Scots. Some things are not adding up with them, and Ariane knows where the bones are buried when it comes to that Marcel Scott. She does. I believe that wholeheartedly. She knows where the bones are buried. And this is why they especially don't want her on there. Not just Miss Buddy, but definitely the Scots don't want her because she knows where the bones are buried. For real, for real.
Mm-hmm.
My opinion, though. That's just my opinion.
Absolutely, absolutely. But what are your thoughts about? I was waiting for Miss Behaving to see if she's going to come on. She's having problems with her mic, but I also see where Yabu says it was a scene where Letitia said on a reunion to Marcel, "Didn't Mel tell to sleep with you?" That's when Maurice told Martel X and Tisha to stop. I believe yes, Marcel was disgusted with Tisha. What's your thoughts about that one right there? It says it was the scene. I went ahead and pulled it up. It was the scene where Letitia said on the reunion to Marceau, "Didn't Mel try to sleep with you?"
Yeah, I remember that.
Mm-hmm.
I remember
Mm-hmm.
that.
Now I
That's
want you
some
guys to
jealous.
sit there
I think
now,
somebody's jealous too.
but like I said, don't. I'm talking to these ones that likes to stand in the bushes because I see that I have 50 people that's watching and only 27 likes.
Yeah.
50, 50 people liking, but only 27 likes. But I'm going to go ahead and read this again, guys. It was the scene where Letitia said on a reunion to Marceau, "Didn't Mel try to sleep with you?" That's when Maurice told Martel X and Tisha to stop. I believe Marceau was disgusted with Tisha.
But
So go ahead.
how is it sway? How sway is that? The next scene shows them bowing down to Miss Buddy at a table, bringing up that same situation, but pointing blame to Montel about that same thing Chicken Your Boo just said. Because in that new scene that's coming out, Marcel says that Martel's been saying that I with that whole scenario about me trying to sleep with Miss Buddy and things like that. That same situation is going to be played on this new episode coming tomorrow.
Absolutely. And the sad thing about it is that uh if you see Marcel and Melody filming together, you know, to me is very disrespectful
That's
because
what.
if they're going
Mhm.
to be together, then I truly feel that it should have been Tisha too, and that's where people, always wants to go ahead and call her out. But the reason why, and I'm gonna say allegedly, is that they don't want Martel to come out and tell his story. So they're trying to go ahead and paint unhinged because now they wants to talk about, and I'm gonna say allegedly, the Africa trip. So I'm just waiting for
And see
Misbehaving to come on. So let's
how,
go ahead and go ahead.
how long was he gone on the Africa trip? Was it 2 weeks or so?
I don't know how long he was going, but I truly believe that all that stuff is going to come out, But he told Tisha that he needed a mental break, so that's why he wanted to go by himself because
Mm-hmm.
he needed a mental break.
Mm.
Hmm.
Mm. Out of the
Hmm.
country though.
Out of the country.
Hmm.
Hmm. let me
This
let me
all
sh-
could be eliminated if
let me
somebody
show
would.
you. Let me show you my background again. Which how you like my background?
I like it.
You like my background?
Yes.
Did you donate anything to Shanita's her charity?
No, I haven't.
Oh, you haven't.
No, ma'am.
So
Because
how is the wells? Are the wells? They are coming up.
I don't think so.
Mm, okay.
Because you let me when that whole situation went down back in September 3 months ago, when Dr. Heavenly made a joke about Shanita and Martell, somebody decided to do a fellowship where people supported Miss Shanita and gave her over $3,000 of
Hmm.
donations.
Wow, wow. I see Chicken Boo says it's ridiculous how Martell has been the sacrificial lamb. Absolutely. That's why I said there and say, when they found a little bit of information about Martell, they hurried up and came on and, oh, I got some news. I got some news. So excited. so excited. But when people start cutting into the stuff that they were bringing out, then now they want to sit there and say, oh, if people sit there and bring some this stuff out, which they already know is already out now, they already know it's out. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
now you people, they going to go after people's channel, or they going, like I said there and say, if it's already out, you can't do nothing. You can't do nothing if it's already out. You can't do not one thing. But now all of a sudden, the stuff is, oh, we're going to go after people. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Because nobody wants Martell to tell his side. When he talk about, when y'all talk about Martell, oh, he's unhinged. Or if it's something that he talks about when it comes to the Scots, oh, he's telling the truth. Come on, guys, make up your mind. That's the part that I don't understand.
I
Chicken Boo
think
says, oh, go ahead.
I
You
think
go ahead.
it I think if Tisha never went on Carlos live Monday, Tasha K would never have been brought up in this, being contacted by an alleged side chick.
hmm But I think, and this is my opinion. Let me go ahead and put a ledge on here, and because a lot of stuff, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and talk in my membership. So make sure you go ahead and subscribe to my membership, because we got a lot of trolls, and I know I got a lot of snakes and stuff like that. But when it came to Tisha on Carlos King, I think that Tisha should have came on with her husband, but he was not going to come on.
Mm-mm.
What he did was he threw his wife out there, what I call the lion's den. He threw her
Mm-hmm.
out there, and we not privy to all the stuff that is going on, and that's why when it comes to Carlos King, if I'm not mistaken, he already done went down there, Marcel Legend, to Huntsville
Mm-hmm.
to go ahead and try to get some of this mess up. But I think that, and I'm gonna say a legend, and this is my opinion, that the reason why Carlos King went ahead and brought Tisha on the show to let you all know that his hands is clean out of this right here, because he gave her the opportunity to cover her tracks for what
Mm-hmm.
she said there, and she said, all this stuff, is true. But they thought that we was going to run with the gay accusations. They didn't think that it was going to go ahead and turn. And this is just my opinion for entertainment purpose only. And
Mm-hmm.
it didn't go their way, because
Mm-mm.
they thought we was going to talk about Martell being gay. We was going to make 101 videos talking about Martell being gay.
It
But
didn't go that way,
it
did
didn't
it?
go that way,
No, it didn't.
So that's how they was trying to turn the narrative, because they wanted to deflect of the stuff that is what really going on. Okay.
Right. What she should have did, if she really wanted to get at Montel, she should have went at the fact how he threw his marriage away. Maybe that
Mm-hmm.
would have been better than outing someone's sexuality. I don't care if it's alleged or not. Stuff like
Mm-hmm.
that could get your butt beat out here when you're outing someone. It's
Mm-hmm.
not gay bashing. Outing someone is kind of disrespectful and devious to do so type of actions to someone.
Mm-hmm.
She should have just said that Montel's jealous of her and Montel's marriage. She should
Absolutely.
have clapped back and said how you allowed this girl to ruin your marriage. You don't have the lifestyle you have been on. She should have kept it on that, not this so-called stuff about his sexuality. Because what I seen after that was aired, I seen a lot of those people that support Miss Buddy kind of coddled Martell after that
Mm-hmm.
was exposed.
And that was strange, right?
Very much so strange. And
Mm-hmm.
I people don't want to hold Letitia accountable, and but I'm gonna hold her accountable on this though.
Me too. Me
You
too.
how you gonna be married to someone who disrespects you, that don't wear a wedding ring? He doesn't even be forgetting that he didn't want to renew their vows when they went on that trip on the show. Are we gonna forget about how even on certain reunions how he disrespect her? Are we gonna forget about um we just seen what happened, how he did her? We're gonna forget about the African trip. Are we gonna forget about how he said your family's on the other side of the tracks?
Mm-hmm.
Are we going to forget about all that? He's done a lot of shady things, and she just allows it. And when a woman allows to be walked over like a floor mat, honey, you don't love yourself. And when a man recognizes you don't love yourself or have self-worth or no self-knowledge, he does you that way, because what you allow, a person will continue.
Absolutely, absolutely. But I'm just tired of them putting Tisha on the sacrificial lamb. But then again, a man is not going to do no more than what you allow him to do. And I believe that's the reason why Martell had came out, when they had that field day, when he said the main person should have been here, and that was Melody. But see, they didn't want that to happen, and is a reason why they didn't want it to come out with Melody and Marceau, and all the other stuff that is going on, because they wants to keep painting Melody, in that beautiful picture. So we would rather go ahead and just get rid of Martell, but Martell is not going anywhere.
No,
Martell is going
no,
to tell his story because Martell got the receipts.
absolutely. And I get it 100%. And people remember they removed that scene. I think it was season 5, where Marcel told Tisha how she was jealous of Miss Buddy.
Hmm.
That's a low blow to tell your wife. Why would you tell the mother of your kids that?
Absolutely. Because what he's
And
trying to
that's
do is he's trying to, break her self-esteem down. That's what he's trying to do.
and so you gotta that's exactly why. That is exactly what it is. Because she better take a page out of Miss Beyonce book right now. She see what's going on with Jay-Z. She's getting her assets separated. She removed Carter off her last name. These women need to take note of Miss Beyonce, what she's doing, because if you got all this going on, Tisha, you need to make plans to do something, because once a person does what he could do and apologies being said, it's not about the apology, it's about the change behavior. If the
Hmm.
behavior is not going to change, and what I just seen Saturday last week, he just sat there and allowed somebody else to do that.
Absolutely. And the thing about it, he was sitting right there, and Tisha was right between his legs. He didn't say anything. He just let Martell just drag his wife. And then once the sun set, once they thought about it, then they want to go on Call This King show and wants to call Martell gay. It doesn't work like that. When you are in a boxing ring, you're not going to say, "Oh, let's stop and come back tomorrow." You're going to go ahead and duke it out right then and there, right?
Right. And what I seen, how she came on there, the math ain't mathing for me.
Mm-hmm.
The personality that I seen Monday, I just didn't like what I seen. But she's supposed to have all this going. Don't she know her outing that could mess up corporation contract deals if they're in real estate like they say they are?
Hmm.
When Obama was president, Obama made it a right for the LBGTQA community to have rights. And a lot of companies got hammered down behind that and got sued behind those things about that community by wrongdoing them and things like that.
Hmm.
So,
Deborah said it was more so said, Lady D. I don't know what she's talking about. It was edit. If she's talking about that little piece where they say he mentioned the name, well, like I said, you can edit the name, but you could still talk about other stuff.
right. But see, I don't believe he mentioned names, because if he
Mhm.
mentioned names,
No, no.
why would Montel would have did a TKO on him, wouldn't he?
Tell me about it. Is the reason why Chicken Boo said no man who loved their wife would have allowed another man to be in her face. Let men handle men business and women handle women business. That was his chance to go ahead and talk to say something, but like I said, he wants to be just like what Stormy said. He wants to be all in women business. That was his opportunity to be man on man. But the thing about it is that he know that when it comes to Martell is going to, what he said, reveal it all. He said,
And what
he's not going to hold back.
Yeah, and they're thinking, some people thinking Martell and Tasha K had a conversation this week.
Of course. No, 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 no. Like I said, ca- uh, when it comes to Tasha K already had that. It's just, and I'm gonna say a legend. All this right here is for entertainment purpose only. It's my opinion. Tasha K just was waiting until all the stuff that he was going through, the legal stuff that he was going through. She would have released it all, but like I said, this man was still going through the stuff that's dealing, with the court. But thank God,
Hmm.
what they holding him for, this third degree misdemeanor, that's third degree felony, because it wasn't no videos, it was a still picture. But that's what they was holding him for. And I see people, they still trying to pounce on RP people. You keep putting RP in your videos and keep saying RP, you're going to believe that was just a distraction. All that stuff was a distraction, because thank God when it came to Stormy was charged for the same charge that Martell, and it was dropped. So, like Martell said, all this stuff that was going on, he was going to be vindicated. And they got upset when it came to what's her name, Nell. They got upset with Nell because Nell didn't like the stuff that was going on.
Hmm.
And when Nell went ahead and she voiced her opinion, Mel went ahead and called her out, because what she was trying to do is she was trying to get everybody in alliance, because she don't wants the stuff that to come out. But this is the question that I'm going to ask you. When Tisha came from St. Thomas and she told Marceau, and it's not her word verbatim, that how Shanita came for her, and Marcia came out and said, "Oh, I know her," and as if she's a bad person. What was your thoughts about that?
I put two and two together with that because they both are from Michigan. So I think he knows her. I believe they've been around some circles together. People tend to forget that there was something being said when Marcel said that Martell should have cheated with a woman that had more to lose. And I believe they've been in circles together when he said that to her. But I didn't like how Tisha tried to start a fight with Shanita either. I didn't like that either.
Well, maybe Tisha had a reason.
I only gonna fight abroad if she put her hands in my face or she's
Hmm.
in my
So
face.
you think
And
that Tisha was trying to start a fight with Shanita?
I think she let Shanita get under her skin. She didn't take the high road. You know, Tisha been in fights before this show, like
Oh,
back
I
in
could
the
see Tisha not scary. Tisha not scary at all. It's just that, like I said, she's a lady and she's not going to give people a buffoonery show. But still of all, if you're going to be on that show, I'm not telling you to sit there and, act hood. You don't have to act hood. But also, don't let these people try to use you, because getting back, like I said there and say, it is a lot of stuff that we are not privy to, and like I said, I'm not set up with this channel to set and try to come against when it comes to marriage, especially when I see that they are doing good. But the thing about it is that these people, they signed up for this.
mm-hmm. Sure did. It's not a good I don't see a good look. I think the show needs a reset. I think Carlos need to do deep dive interviews with people he gonna try to bring on. He needs to have them test the waters. Do they have tough skin to deal with people's
Well,
reviews and things?
Carlos King most likely already know what's going on,
Hmm.
and that's why I'm just trying to see if you guys can sit there and just put the dots together. Carlos King most likely already know what's going on. When he got Maurice, he told Maurice, when he's out there and what time he comes in, and he told Maurice that, be careful because women come by you and take pictures. He brought Tisha on to cover herself to say a legend. So his hands is clean. He can wash his hands now. The blood is not on his hands anymore. Chanel Marsha says, I think Marcel was the ringleader behind his wife said Monday night. I know saying how the woman got involved. Marcel and Martel thought him how to not mess up a marriage with a shareable side. And Melody even talked about that before when Melody was sitting there saying a lot of stuff that Martel was doing is because of, hanging around with those brothers, but now, hey, it's bigger than what we think. But this is the question. This is the question that I want to go ahead and ask you. If, and all this right here is alleged, it's my opinion, and it's for entertainment purpose only, okay? This is only a question. If you hear about Marcel, Melody, and anything about them that, how can I say it? Shoot. But just say if you hear anything about them two was together or whatever, blah blah blah. Do you think that when it comes to the Millimeters, would they still ride for Melody even if they got pictures? And I'm just saying, this is my opinion of them was out together. How you
Yeah, they
think
will still.
if they could show
Yeah.
pictures that these two was out together? Do you think that even if just say it was in other countries? I'm just
Yeah.
talking, guys. So don't
Yeah.
run with it. I'm just talking. So if you hear this right here, you know exactly where they got it from, okay? But do you think that they still will go ahead and try to support her?
Yeah, they would.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Marcel, I see Marcel. She said, hey, everyone, callers is laughing all the way to the bank. Absolutely. All the way to the bank, all the way to the bank. But the thing about it, when it comes to Callers King gave them the opportunity to go ahead and clear this mess to come up. They thought that if they go ahead and throw the bone on Martell about the gay, we still will be talking about it. But that backfired. It
Hmm.
backfired because now you got people sitting there, got big or huge platforms. I'm not talking about these little small platforms. I'm talking about huge platform where, they're going to be able to get the points out. And like I said, that's the thing that I don't like. If somebody show you a picture of an apple, what are you going to call that? You're going to call it an apple, right?
Hmm.
So somebody show you a picture, you're not going to say, oh, this is what this is not what we see. That's the part that I don't like. You see, just because you are running for this certain person, So people going to pull out their receipts of some of the stuff that is going on out there. Many of times, Martell told Marcel to his face to stop filming with Melody. You remember the scene when Melody called Marcel, and she was going through, and he went and purchased a drink for her.
Yes.
Why would if another woman call you, why would you go and be with this woman and y'all have a night drink? Wouldn't you bring your wife with you?
Right. And see, that was when Miss Vanessa called Marceau. I would have been hot as fish grease. That tells me where your loyalty lies. I would have told Miss Van, no, I'm not going to console your daughter. She needs to look at herself for choosing who she chose to break her heart. See, I've done heard things already. I've heard things allegedly that they sees the behavior and the body language of Marceau when he's filming with Melanie. A lot of her fans like seeing them on screen together.
Mm-hmm.
They don't really like seeing him and Tisha on screen. I don't know why, but I've heard that
Mm-hmm.
several times. I remember when other big YouTubers back maybe 2 years ago, maybe a year or so ago, there I used to notice some type of videos they would do regarding Miss Buddy.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes Marcel would be in the same thumbnail with Melody. Like who was trying to I think something was going on behind the scenes to try to stir up something where they could both be included on a thumbnail,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
But
It's
and that's the part that they holding Tisha with that right there. I see Checking Your Boots says that I believe callers wanted the chemistry between Marceau and Martel X. It's not that he really wanted it now that some of this stuff is coming truth. It's just that now they trying, and I'm just sitting there saying this is my opinion, guys. Okay, this is my opinion. All this right here is allegedly. So let's go ahead and let me see how I can talk about this right here. Let me go ahead and put allegedly because, like I said, I ain't got no bad money to sit there and sue people. But I know one thing: if anybody try to come after me, you get it too because all this right here is out. This is out. So if somebody sat there and got the information and it's coming out, you can't sit there and say you're gonna try to cover it. You covered this mess for almost 7 years, and you painted this man as crazy. But now, like I said, you can't paint it crazy anymore. Okay, so let's go ahead and answer this question right here. It was I believe callers wanted the chemistry between Marceau and Martel X to be a center of attention for business and rating. Well, it was a reason why. Like I said, when it comes to Carlos King, a legend, Carlos King is good in his game. Carlos King goes way back. Carlos King been doing this for 20 years. 20 years. And there's a reason why Carlos now is putting out that when it comes to Marceau and Melody, that they make they make good chemistry, and we want to see more filming of that. And it could be a reason why Dr. Heavenly don't want to be on this anymore because Dr. Heavenly, like I say, is just too messy.
It's too
It's
messy.
too messy. So come on, you're gonna put out that when it comes to Marceau and Melody, they make good chemistry, and we want to see more of them. Maybe is a reason because it's already got some out there.
And
This is my opinion.
see, if Carlos was really going to be messy, that's what should have been mentioned on Messy Mondays with Letitia. If he really was trying to throw something at her, he
Mm-hmm.
could have mentioned that same exact thing you just said about how him and Melody are good on screen together. But he didn't do it. She let him go at Montel.
Mm-hmm.
But I find
But
that strange. But Carlos is messy. He is.
no, no, no. Carlos King is not messy. It's going over your head. Carlos King is not messy. Is a reason why Carlos King is putting that together. Okay,
Yes.
just sit
I,
there and say that he's. How can I sit there and say when it comes to Carlos King, just call him the cleanup man. Okay, but
he's
like I
very
said,
he's
nobody
very
can come
strategic.
on Carlos King because, like I said, these are people that putting their reality on there. They sign up for that.
Mm-hmm.
You see, so if you seen scenes that they doing that, just sit there and say, "Thank you, Carlos King. Thank you."
But I found it. But I know the scene Saturday. They're both are going to be filming with Miss Buddy, Tisha and Marcel.
Hmm.
But they're gonna. It's gonna be. It's gonna be kind of attacking Martell in that scene.
Yep, it could be or similar, but like I said, hey, pictures don't lie. Okay, pictures
Pictures
don't
and
lie.
text messages don't
Don't
lie.
lie. Absolutely. And if there
So
have got people that's got text messages and texts out there, and hey, like I said, I'm gonna do anything to get. If have a huge fan base, I'm gonna get anyone to go ahead and shut that down because you messing with you messing with my brand.
right.
You messing with this show. So but like I said, Carlos King, hey, he gave all of them an opportunity to come on and clean it up, but they stood by their word. So when you stand by your word, how you when they come, you better stand on it when they come and hit you in your face, right? If
Yep.
someone gave you the opportunity to renege on it, but you gonna stand 10 toes down. So when it come around, hey, you can't holler foul, right?
Correct. 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 And I just wish the best for everybody on that show to act, get their stuff right.
Well,
Stop faking the funk.
I saw that. I just wish that when it came to Tisha and Marcel, I just wish that they wouldn't have never sign up again for this show, because nowhere in the world that I will put my marriage on, throw it out there, for other people to pick it apart. I wouldn't sacrifice my marriage, especially when your marriage is holy. I wouldn't do that for other people entertainment. Deborah says you can't see that Carlos is trying to blow up the show. Absolutely. Like I said, that's what he's there for. That's what he's good at. But he did give them the opportunity to go ahead and clean it up. He gave them the opportunity. He gave them the heads up. He's trying to get rid of Melody and Martell and the millimeters. He's burning the house down. He's not burning the house down. Martell, Carlos is not burning the house down. It's just that people is not going to allow people to come with this fakery. They're not going to allow you to come with the fakery.
Right. And see, Miss Buddy, everybody's getting prepared because tomorrow's the big day with her in Winter.
Yes.
Okay. So I know she's throwing shade at Carlos behind that. Like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I'm getting one of your former people's to do an event with me. I peeped that.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny to me.
Absolutely. But what I think is that Carlos King, and we already know Carlos King is messy, but I think that he still gave them the opportunity to go ahead and tell the story right. And I think that's the reason why, when it comes to Melody, I think that Melody and Marcel, they was trying to go ahead and form that alliance, because if they go ahead and exit out Martell, then all the stuff that they got, if you're going to go back 20 years, then hey, I got the receipts. If I've been hanging around the person, quite obvious they know something, right?
Yeah,
And
they
when
do.
it comes to Ariane is very young. So Ariane could pretend that she's taking a selfie. And I'm just saying, I'm just talking of herself, and all the while taking selfies of them, right?
Yep. That's why I would like for her to come up, because it would really turn it upside down if she was on there. Real talk. Because she know where the bones are buried when it come to them on the screen. She knows where the bones are buried. She knows some things.
And that's the reason why I think that they didn't want to go ahead and put her on. Checking Blue says, I believe there's chemistry. Look at Marcel's demeanor and the attention when Martell X is checking him on season 1. When Tisha asked Marcel, didn't Mel try to sleep with him? Mel said, hell no. You see?
Right.
But like I said, this right here, guys, this I promise you. And if I'm not mistaken, Tasha K gonna come out with some stuff too, and Tasha K knows is that she's not gonna allow anyone to, she said that's gonna be the last lawsuit that people ever, go around and put on her. But she's coming out with
Correct.
some stuff too.
Yeah. Because what I'm hearing is that this so-called person contacted her about Mr. Marcel Scott there.
Mm-hmm.
And see, this show it's reminded me of people like where I live at, the things that goes on in relationships and side dudes, side females, stuff like that. I see here, you know. So I'm just watching like everybody else. I have no bone in this fight.
Yep. Arsom LaGrafis says exactly. Melody called him hips and breasts. Melody is not attracted to Marcel. But the thing about it is, she's not attracted to him. Why she just don't leave him alone? Why? She's calling him. Why she, you know, uh, wants to, cry on
I
his
think
shoulder.
right.
Why? Just say if they going to do any business deals. Why you feel comfortable, calling him, or, take, it
I'm gonna
makes no
tell.
sense.
I can tell you my opinion.
Why?
She's always. I've heard for a while that allegedly that he the one that knew Ariane before Montel knew her.
Mm-hmm.
And from allegedly what I've heard was that he kind of pimped Ariane to go at Montel to try to damage that marriage. And maybe Miss Buddy knows the real truth,
I
And
don't,
she's trying to do
I
this.
don't see
She's
that
trying
one.
to do the same thing to them behind the
Hmm.
scenes or on screen.
Hmm.
She wants her get back, I feel. If
You,
that's true. I don't know if
no,
it's true, but I've heard
no.
it in the streets for a while about that.
Yeah, I never heard that one right there. Chicken Boo says, I believe Martell X do these scenes with Marcel to rattle teach. Absolutely. Absolutely. And I think that's where, when it came to Ariane, when she had said openly, she was talking about the linebacker. You remember when she was talking about the linebacker, right?
Hmm. Those pictures came out of them at
Hmm.
Atlanta, all of that.
When she was saying the linebackers. So we want to see who are some of the pictures, because she showed just the men at the time, right?
Hmm. And see,
Allegedly. Yep, allegedly. Make sure we put that up there. Because like I said,
allegedly,
these
what if
people,
she holds a lot that could really shake it up out here?
hmm,
What if she really puts it out there and really shake it up with receipts and all?
that's why I said they say much is given, much is required. You said there saying when uh they go low, you take it to hell. Well, knock, knock, knock. Like I say, Ariana is coming through that door. And a lot of other stuff is going to be exposed, especially when it comes to that Africa trip.
Exactly, because some people don't believe he went there by himself, allegedly.
Allegedly, absolutely. Let's always up there. Awesomely grateful says that she's desperate to film with somebody arguing with Marcel for a fake storyline about him not protecting her because of the DV. And like I said, if Melody think that we're gonna keep pouncing, and her fans and all that, steering the narrative, about um the relationship, the marriage, and the cheating. We over that now. We over with the cheating of what Marcel and Melody. Okay, we over that right there. But the thing about it is, when things come out, would the millimeters, how would they perceive her? So okay, you're not going to talk about me. I'm going to get a cease and desist letters. Nobody going to talk about me at all. Then okay, what are you hiding? Nobody is getting rid of you. So you can sit and you can tell things that's about you, how things people done to you. But when somebody tell you, about yourself, then you wants to sit there, and you wants to go and hire you a high profile attorney. You see, because you don't want your mess to come out.
I found it strange when it was mentioned about that on Messy Mondays about that RP situation. The next day, you're showing screenshots of Lisa Bloom, but it ain't like Montel emailed them a copy of that video. He just showed it to them.
And that's what they, and I'm gonna say a legend. Let me go ahead and put that up there, right there, okay? I don't know what happened to my girl misbehaving. Let me go ahead and put this up right here. I'm gonna put all this right here is alleged. When it comes to the RP, when it comes to the gay, when it came to them blowing up super cheater, all that right there was a distraction. All that right there was a distraction. When it came to all that right there.
And that distraction, what was it covering? What were they trying to cover up with those distractions?
The stuff that Ariane most likely allegedly got in her bag,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
and they don't want it to come out.
Well, there's something you could do because there's something they could do because if this person contacted Tasha K, I've just got to wait and see like everybody else.
Well, Tasha K got the connections.
Absolutely.
Tasha K got the connections, and Tasha K connections is not just in here in the United States. Tasha K, her connections is all
Worldwide.
over worldwide. So I don't care if you in Spain, Africa, or whatever. They got eyes on you. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And that and the and Miss Buddy's fans on YouTube, everybody is loving it when she mentioned that yesterday. They're loving that. They hated her when that whole thing with the security guard situation, but they loving her about this.
Well, we're gonna see. We're gonna see because, like I said, what goes around come around. You can't continue sitting there, over talking. Just because people don't talk as fast, or gather you a troll farm and get them to change the narrative. You can't keep doing that because, like I said, I talk about it all the time. The truth gonna slowly but surely find its way back home. You can't keep covering up the truth.
Exactly. It's just like these certain celebrities that wants to, like when
Thank you,
Ray J
hon.
said, when Ray J said on a video with TMZ a few weeks ago, allegedly he was saying that they use a term in their circles called cash and kill, where you get paid knowing something was done wrong or if it was evil, and protect the truth. They don't want the
Hmm.
truth to come out. There's so much you could do and pay people off to be quiet,
Hmm.
but not everybody can be bought.
Hmm.
Not everybody could be bought. I
Well, you
don't
could do.
know.
I think when it comes to Melody, I think she had a good run. Melody had a good run with this story for 7 seasons. They really protected her. They
Mm-hmm.
protected her to the end. So if you going to bring this down because you bringing an entire brand down, you see why you think these people was going around stalking, harassing, and doxing and trying to make everybody's life a living hell, for one person. You
Right.
see? So quite obvious, she got a good fan base. So when you come out with information about to take this giant down, and I'm not talking about Melody because giants do fall, right?
Yeah.
You got to come with concrete evidence. You
Mm-hmm.
see? So you can't just come out and say, "Oh, you know, um, Melody, we got some receipts on her. We got some receipts of some of the stuff. The dates, the timeline, and how she how you say it, concocted these storylines. You see, playing with the system. I'm just saying. I'm just talking a lot. I'm just talking. It's my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
So, but you got to have, in order for, especially when it comes to Melody fans, you have to have concrete evidence. So if you got the timestamp, okay, if you got the pictures, okay, then once they see all this right here, you can't sit there and hollow file, oh, I'm going to get a profile attorney. Because I'm
Right.
pretty sure if it was the other way around, if it was Martell, you guys would have been, I'm not talking about you. You guys would have been making hundreds of videos a day talking about what you guys saw. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But if they actually see the pictures, just like Carlos King came out and said, that's why I said that. Say some of the stuff, you got to pay attention to it. What Carlos King told Maurice, he would, I don't care if you at an airport, a woman can come up to you and she can want to take a picture with you. You see, so
Mm-hmm.
those are pictures that is already out. And I'm just saying, I'm just talking in general. I'm just talking in general. But if you see a picture and you say, "Oh, we just met each other," we both just end up in the same place. You can't tell me how to spin that story because then, if it was the other way around with Martell, just met a random friend and they just sitting in a jacuzzi. I'm just saying a jacuzzi, okay? Y'all gonna take it. They gonna believe that the two of them together, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep. So, I mean, I've heard so many different rumors and things like that, all alleged.
Mm-hmm.
But we all got to see what Miss Tasha K gonna put out there, what it's
Mm-hmm.
gonna be.
Well, one thing about Tasha K, I'm not gonna sit here and tell you no lie. I don't think Tasha K want another case.
Right.
She don't want another case. So Tasha K, I truly believe when she do come out, and the reason why she didn't come out with what she had, and she had more. because that right there was very damaging right there when she showed the videos of Melody tearing the entire house down, trying to unalive everybody in there. That was damaging right there. So just imagine all the other stuff that this man have. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, and it's, can we imagine all the stuff that Miss Ariane Curry have?
Absolutely.
Because
Or
she
can
got
you
some.
imagine of friends of Tasha K have? You see?
Absolutely. Hmm.
And I'm just talking. I'm just talking. So if
I would
someone
just
sit there and say, "Oh, I just met this person," we was right there. Ain't nobody gonna buy that. Who gonna buy that?
nobody.
Hmm. Especially when you out of the country, right?
Right. I would have been hot. I would have been. I would never been with someone that long disrespecting me and think they could do
Mm-hmm.
what they do because you take care of me.
Mm-hmm.
Because if I got children, I'm supposed to set examples, right? We're supposed to
Mm-hmm.
set examples in a household when we got young children, because that's what they see every day is your mom and dad.
Mm-hmm.
So me knowing me and my zero tolerance and things like that, I would have been cut him off.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because that's disrespectful for the to the highest. You can go out there and you can film with someone that don't like you, went to the ends of the earth to prove that your husband was cheating, and now look like, hey, why you was fighting so hard to ruin these people's marriage? What was you going to get out of that? Why would you go and get the family and have the family to come up? If I'm gonna fight to tear down something or somebody else, is because I got to be wanting it myself, and that's just my opinion. And I'm not just saying Melody, I'm just talking in general. You
Hmm.
know, Checking Your Boo say, yes, I've been said it. Martell and his ex could have Rain bringing their significant other on the show, embracing blended family activities and healthy co-parent. Absolutely. Not rent a man. Absolutely. But the thing about it is that if someone been to the ends of the earth to destroy your marriage, why would you be in alliance with that person? You know, you never saw Martell on that show, and I'm talking about this show. You never saw Martell going out and trying to destroy uh, the Scott's marriage. And when he talked about the 20 women, he went apologized to Marcel and he apologized to their children. You remember when he did that, right?
Yeah, I do.
But have Melody ever apologized?
Nope. She never apologized for anything she does.
Mm-hmm.
She never apologized for anything. Empathy has, she doesn't know what empathy is anymore.
Mm-hmm.
She's lost that. She doesn't know what empathy is because
But
her head is blown up to the point the way it is. And all I could do is just pray for her that she puts God first in her life, because because I'm telling you, that lifestyle, we see what's going on with idols right now in the celebrity realm.
mm-hmm.
What I learned is that when a certain city or state is very broke with money, this is sometimes why different lawyers tries to run narratives to get a
Mm-hmm.
money bag out and pay and goes to the highest bidder to get that city or town or state out of debt. A lot of people don't look at that.
Mm-hmm.
And this is why when you don't have God in your life and you're all about man and playing in God's space, these types of things happen.
Mm-hmm. Chicken Bill say, I kept saying Martell has not been the initiator on the show. He has tried to avoid smoke all the time. And they always overtalked him. They always painted him as a bad person. And the reason why they did all that, because they was trying to lift Melody up, with that false lie, with that false narrative. And now just because people pulling your receipts out, you want to put a picture up that you get in a high profile attorney to shut
Which is
everybody up. Make it make sense.
it's Lisa Bloom is very expensive.
Very, very.
Her mother just made a fool of herself taking on a girl who lied about a certain bodyguard connected to Diddy, and the bodyguard came out and showed text messages about that same so-called victim was trying to get money out this situation and lying. And when the bodyguard exposed it, you ain't hear nothing else.
Absolutely.
So she better be
Absolutely.
careful. She
Mm-hmm.
better be careful. You wasting people's tax money for this pettiness.
Mm-hmm. But I just hope when it comes to Martell, I hope Martell don't put his foot in his mouth again, because every time when it look like the ball is rolling in his hands, he always come out, him and Ariane, and say some stuff. But I truly believe now that they just gonna sit there and play the hands now. Don't come on social media, because you already know the minute when they step on social media and say one word, what they gonna do? They gonna twist it, right?
Correct.
They gonna twist it. But like I said, they should have known how many seasons, 7 seasons, going on 8 seasons. They should have known that sooner or later people gonna start pulling out the truth, right?
Absolutely. It's the same thing that we see with what we see out here right now. Karma will spin the block.
Mm-hmm.
Period. This is why it's important to always be a good person. This is why you should never step on other people's toes to get to a level, because sooner or later, the same people you meet going up, it's going to be the same people you see coming down.
Absolutely. I talk about it all the time. You got to be careful who holding up your ladder and watching you go up, because the same ones that's watching you go up is the ones that's going to shake you down. But I'm just sitting there saying, that's, some of the stuff that they saying, got some very explosive stuff. If the stuff that they come out with, do you think that again that her fans gonna still ride hard for her?
Some of them are going to fold
Mm-hmm.
and still keep it on the back burner and still do it for her. Why? Because her brings them money, clicks, and
Mm-hmm.
views, baby. That's what it's all about.
Mm-hmm.
It's somebody could easily go get a voice changer or get an AI
Oh yeah,
character
of course, girl.
and
Yes.
pretend that they a millimeter just for that and hate Melody all along. You
Mm-hmm.
could you could go and create a different Gmail account and create a YouTube all about Melody and use voice changers. You could have
Mm-hmm.
a faceless YouTube channel and do that. We don't know
Well,
how some of these.
it's well, like I have the top of the line, where it could talk and all this other stuff. So, but you still can tell AI from something that's real, and you can test that. It is a way that you can test to see if it's it's generated. So is a way that you can tell. It's not like I can sit there and just fake it, and say this is this person. So I truly believe, ain't nobody going to risk no big old major lawsuit coming out with, AI pictures. I truly believe that, especially when it comes to Tasha K, because like I said, I'm not the type of person that would tear down, even if I do know anything about it. I'm not going to, and not on this setting, because I know that I have a lot of people that's not for me. If I sit there and do it, I'm going to do what I need to do in my membership only. But what I'm saying, when it comes to AI, you can be able to tell, when it's artificial, pictures, you could tell if it's
Yeah,
generated.
yeah,
So,
because
Tosh
because
K is not going to put herself into the lion's den. Not again. It's not even worth it. So if I'm going to go ahead and hire these high profile attorneys, then you must know that, some of your stuff is about to come out. Because first of all, if I know that they are fake, if it's fake pictures, I'm not going to go and get a very expensive attorney. You see where I'm going?
yeah, yep, and this is why I'm glad I'm not a follower
Mm-hmm.
or doing idolatry, because when we're teenagers we get caught up in that. We don't know any better, but when you're a
Mm-hmm.
grown woman you know better.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not finna sacrifice who I am just to
Mm-hmm.
earn payola and pays and views and things on this individual, knowing that her the milk is not clean,
Mm-hmm.
and she didn't do it the honest way. Let's be clear.
Absolutely.
She didn't do it the honest way.
Absolutely.
Some people buys their way into things.
And when you buy your way into things, sooner or later, that's it's going to come back, right?
Absolutely.
Because you're gonna have to buy that person again to keep that person for, okay, just say right now, we gonna start it over. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead. We already know that this is fake, but let's go ahead and continue grabbing this money. But when you sit there now, you done come so big and you cutting everybody off, then all bets is off, right?
All bets are off.
So that's where we are right now.
The only thing I care about regarding that person is
The
her to be a
children.
better mom to her 4 kids. That's what
Mm-hmm.
matters at the end of the day. But she
Mm-hmm.
didn't care about that when she knew it was all set on a lie.
Because what I think, this is what I think, Davita. I think that the intentions, they all had good intentions. Let's come together and let's make this money. Okay. Let's make
Hmm.
this money. But the thing about it is that one person, all eyes is on them and they get the big head where, okay, now, I'm at this level, where nobody can pull me off of this high horse. So I'm going to look down at them now. You see, not the ones that
Yeah.
help you get up there.
Right.
So, and even in the beginning, it does make sense. Even in the beginning, Kimmy even looked at her crazy. We the core six, and now it's looked like she's trying to be using us as the Diana Ross and the backups now. You see, money make people changes. That's why I said didn't say the love of money can be the root of all evil.
Absolutely.
And now it's time to
Amen.
pay the piper, and these people they won't stay checked. You done messed up everything that we got. You messed up the checks. You see.
Hmm. Absolutely. She was all for self.
Yeah. So you can't go around and say, "Oh,
She
they blackmailing me." Not, no, nobody they not blackmailing you.
she has the complex of the way Diddy has always done people,
Mhm.
ruthless, cocky. She a scorp like Mr. Combs is.
Mhm.
And she's a without all the salacious things he's accused of, they remind she's like a big female version of him without all of the salaciousness he's being accused of. When it comes to the cockiness, ruining other people opportunities, stepping over other people, because you can't become a billionaire just by doing nice things.
Mhm.
You have to do a lot of dirty things and deceptive things to get to that level.
Hmm.
Because
Checking your blue
people,
said, did you see her latest live? I believe Martell's ex is working on sympathy of the court and viewers. She was using buzzwords like "I pray for your healing." She was wiping tears, speaking softly. Oh my God, I didn't see that one. I'm gonna have to go find that one. I didn't see that one.
mhm.
But what you were saying?
I mean, when people want to go to a certain level, it's not, it's very, very, very more likely you're going to have to do things that's deceptive to get there.
Hmm. But once you get there, then what's next?
Because she realized this whole narrative that worked for her for so long is getting kind of played out now.
Hmm.
It's getting played out. Like it's not even desiring anymore. It's getting played out. You got to come with something. So maybe that Lisa Bloom situation is a storyline. I don't know. Cause you're gonna supposed to be filming in next month. I'm ready
Hmm.
to see the reunion though.
Hmm.
We're just like Christmas is not long from now. When a reunion gonna come out? That's what I want to see.
Yeah, but just say right now, if she hire this high profile attorney, who do you think she's going after? Because it can't be Martell. Who do you think that she's hiring that high profile attorney for?
I think one of my assumptions. I think
I,
it's
I need two. Let's do two.
Okay, my first one is Kingdom Reign. I think she's gonna try to pull in Winter and the other women on Carlos King shows who's been done wrong on scene and come together to do a class action lawsuit. That was one of my thoughts. The second of my thought is maybe she's trying to get at Montel, Ariane, and Marcel
Martell
and
and Ariane
Letitia.
don't. Well, so you think it's Martell, Ariane, and Carlos King, Kingdom Reign, Kingdom Reign.
Right. See, lately you notice some people been exposing women that's complain about how he made them feel unsafe on the job while they doing their show. So maybe there's some talks behind the scenes where she may try to say what everything that went through with her, and other people may come on in with her to try to go at Kingdom Reign. That's one
Hmm.
option, I think.
Hmm. What about you, checking your boo? Who you think that when it comes to Melody, she hired this high profile attorney to go after who? Two, give me two people. I think this is who I think. I think is going to be Rain, and Tasha K.
Mm,
Kingdom Rain and Tasha K. That's who I think it's going to be.
but Tasha K never talked under her clothes or
No, because of allegedly, I think because of the information that she got.
regarding that
Well, they
security guard.
allegedly. No, 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 no,
It's
no.
about the
Goes way.
recent.
A lot of stuff goes way back.
Oh, okay. I'm laughing at that. Nah, it's not going to work well with Tasha. Because
Hmm.
Tasha got, I remember Tasha said after she lost to Cardi B, she got attorneys that work that also represents Elon Musk. I remember
Hmm.
her
Who
saying,
Tasha K?
yeah,
Mm.
that's why when Kevin Hart tried to come at her, the lawyers was able to knock it out the park where Kevin Hart couldn't further the lawsuit.
Hmm.
Because I remember her saying she got the same. She worked. Her attorneys works with Elon Musk. That's what I was told. That's what she
Mm.
said on one of her lives.
Mm. Country girl says she said she has nothing against Tasha K. So who is she? I guess she says she has nothing against Tasha K. Let me know who is she, checking you, boo. But I think I'm going to stand on that it's Tasha K and Carlos King. Not his Carlos King, Kingdom Reign. If they bring it
Right.
on that show, that's what I think is going to be.
I see. Right. I seen a video about 2 weeks ago where it showed different women that worked on one of these reality shows that Carlos have, and they allegedly saying they didn't feel protected. I believe somebody or this here situation, I think they're going to come together to try to go at him because she lost her lawsuit allegedly to Carlos about who created the show.
Mm-hmm.
So now she's going to try to get him like that to throw
Mm-hmm.
him to wreck up Kingdom Reign. That's what I think.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think it's going to work.
No, it's not going to work because they sign up for this. That's why I say you got to be careful what you sign up for.
That's why there are contracts that sign where it says it in the fine print, but people don't read.
Mm-hmm.
Or they don't have an attorney to look over the contract agreement. Let's talk also.
Mm-hmm. Nene Leakes went through the same thing. You remember when Nene Leakes say in the beginning, she just went ahead and signed, but it was a small prints, that really set off because she thought like, she's going to get that amount of money, but it was dependent of how many episodes that you filmed, and that was the trick of that contract. You remember that?
Correct. I miss the Nene in the 2015 era. That's the
Mm-hmm.
Nene I miss. Nene got full of herself and thought she could go at NBC and Bravo and Andy, and it backfired, didn't it? She wasn't able to be on that show. She lost some deals, but she's still
Mm-hmm.
making her money in the ATL streets now. She a
Absolutely.
hustler. She a hustler
Absolutely.
now.
Oh, Nene, definitely. Checking Boo says, Davida, many women came saying no protection on the show. One woman from Bell Collective Marie, and don't include her because she has caller's number. Okay, but it's just to show you, and I was shocked when it was on Destiny. You remember when Destiny had said they don't have any therapists on deck? All the stuff that they pull out these people, hey, these people need some type of counseling or something,
That's
because
why I
it's
that's why
draining
I
for us
said
just to watch it.
that's why I said Carlos needs to do better vetting on people he's going to put on reality TV. Not everybody's meant to be on reality TV. It's just it is what it is. Some people are not fit for it.
Mm-hmm.
Remember how that whole situation, everybody and their grandmother was so mad at Portia, befriended filing over Simon. Remember how all that was all over the Instagram, everywhere,
Yes,
YouTube.
yes.
But did you think Portia was going to stand in a corner and cry? No, Portia knows how this works. She got tough skin. These
Mm-hmm.
women on Love and Marriage Huntsville, skin is not tough because they don't know how to handle stuff. How you gonna go in somebody's DM when they're a YouTuber and they speaking their opinion about you and you want to go in their DMs on Instagram being rude? You would have been
Mm-hmm.
blocked on site. You got to get out of your feelings and you can't change people's perspective of you. So this is why a lot of them make a donkey out themselves.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have tough skin, and this is why I say they don't fit reality TV. That's why Carlos need to go back to the drawing board.
Mm-hmm.
Needs to go back to the drawing board and recast or something because what I'm seeing, they're not fit for reality TV.
Mm-hmm.
If you know that you've been a whore, cheating on your wife in the
That's what I'm
streets and
saying.
if you know you've never been faithful to your wife and you got side babies and you got multiple mistresses, okay, allegedly, there's no way I'd be on reality TV because
That'd be
your
the
money
last
can't,
thing I think of. You.
huh?
That'd be the last place I would come on. You right. A reality show.
Because you don't think that they not these people that you had relationships with ain't gonna go in these bloggers that got huge platforms to tell their story about you.
Mm, 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 mm.
You should never come on reality TV. You're not standing on business, period. And there's no business or black excellence, period.
Absolutely. This is not black excellent. If anything, this is just a minstrel show. That's what I call it.
It's
That's exactly what I
become
call it.
it's become so chap.
Yep, a
That's
minstrel
what I'm
show.
that's why I said the best era Carlos ever had in reality TV was when he was with Bravo. The best
Yes.
era of Real House of Atlanta was when you had all the girls on there. You had Candy, Portia, Phaedra, Nene, everybody. You seen everybody in their positiveness. People's getting to the bag. They doing events, making things happen. You know what I'm saying? Huntsville
Mm-hmm.
don't give me that same feel.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, girl, look, we gonna close it up. We done did 2 hours, but I see where Chicken Your Boo say that's why I don't understand it when folks come on social media saying they are triggered. Why not leave social media? Nobody is making them stay. Absolutely. Hashtag weird. Also, Marilyn Smith says if you do not feel protected on your job, you officially go to HR and you look for new employment. They are not working a 9 to 5 job at 6,000 $60,000 a year. It's real reality TV. Absolutely. If you don't like what's going on, Jen, go and start your own stuff. But girl, I enjoyed you. I don't know what had happened to my girl misbehaving, but I guess she getting a connection and stuff together. But all this right here is alleged if for entertainment purpose. Don't like you sit there and say these people sign up for this, so much is given, much is required, right? So
Right? And
whatever
see,
come out.
all money ain't good money. That's what
Absolutely.
the problem is. All money
Absolutely.
ain't good money. If I'm a
Absolutely.
real estate agent, I got a firm or whatever, baby, I'm networking with seven-figure real estate people. I'm going on different platforms speaking about what I do as a real estate broker. What?
Absolutely.
You think I'm going to be on some show on our own network? No. I'm going to speaking events. I'm getting my name out there. I'm going to brand myself. I'm going to have virtual assistants and things that could handle appointments and stuff. Bump this thing on TV. because I think that will damage your business if you keep going on there. All money ain't good money. This is where we lose disconnections with the Heavenly Father, and this is why we gotta put God first in our life if we want better.
Yeah, and we talked about it all the time. You can never build a solid foundation off of material possession. It's like building a house on sinking sand. These people have sold their souls. So I just wish that when it came to Tisha and Marcel, that they would have went ahead and they would have left. I would have never took that offer if they going to be the lead. Then these people, especially when it comes to Melody, ride and die fan, they're gonna throw everything that they can, even if they got to pull things up. But the thing about it is that, like I said, uh, there's a lot of stuff, that's behind the scene, and it is just messy, and all I can say, if it's worth it, I don't even think it's worth it at all. Um, so Davida, thank you for coming in. I so enjoyed you. My girl said there, say my mind say, Davida is a great co-host.
Thank
Okay.
you, Starbucks lover.
Yes, indeed. So, girl, I'm going to rest my voice and I'll talk to you later. Thank you for coming up here, Davida.
You're welcome. Have a happy holidays, guys. Thanks again, Lady
And
D. You have a
and
blessed
thank you.
holiday.
You too, you too. Same here. So guys, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up. We done did our 2 hour mark. And like I said, all this right here is alleged for entertainment purpose only. You air it out, you are free game. Also checking booth say all money ain't good money. Every last cast member sold their soul because they signed contract for this messy reality show. Absolutely. Like Stormy said, the money wasn't worth it when she had already built and what she is building. Absolutely. I totally agree with this, but like I said, a lot of stuff that going to come out, it's going to be very, very messy because, like I said, this is what it's all about when it comes to these reality shows. But this right here, this is what I call scandalous, and when it comes to Tisha and Marcel, I would have never put what's holy, my marriage, on a sacrificial altar for other people to go ahead and pick it apart for other people entertainment, like Carlos King always say, on a Saturday. Okay, but like I said, you air it out, you are free games. And one thing, I don't care what people go and say, pictures does not lie. If you show me a picture and I know that, if pictures out there, and when it comes to Tasha K, hey, I don't think that she wants another judgment over her, So a lot of stuff, a lot of stuff is coming out, and whether you read or not, if Martell is with Ariana and he's married with Ariana, then Ariana is going to have to come on that show. You might not like her, but hey, that is his wife, or that is his one that he choose, to be with at the time. Then, we don't, like it. Hey, who are we? That's them. They love it. So what should we do? Love it to death. Okay. So also Checking Boo said, and I still love me some Tisha. Yes, I still love some Tisha, but I want Tisha to sit there, if she's going to come on this type of setting, I don't care what happened off the scene, or, but when you got all the cameras on you, hey, don't let them punk you out, don't let them make you look like, you don't have a backbone, and it's not going to work. But guys, I'm going to go ahead and show you this picture right here. I want you guys to sit there and think on this picture right here. I wish my girl misbehaving, I wish she would have came, but I think she's having problems with her mic. Okay. But when she's on, we cut it up. But I like Davida. We had a good time, so make sure you go ahead and hit like, comment, and share these videos for more unapologetic content. But like I said, I don't care if you go to the ends of the earth. I'm going to leave you guys with this. I don't care if you go to the ends of the earth. It's always somebody is watching you. And that's real talk. So never think that I don't care if you go to the ends of the earth. Somebody is watching you. Okay. So never think, and especially when you try to thinking that you're going to get over God's people. Trust me, what goes around come around, and that's real talk. So my girl Starbucks says another great live. Enjoy the rest of your day. Checking your booth. Thank you for coming in. She said, "Don't cry. Put on your big girl game." Absolutely, and I'm going to be rooting for her. I'm going to be rooting for her because I know that when it comes to Tisha, Tisha is a good person. Tisha has a good heart, but we're not going to let these people sit there. I don't care who it is. We're not going to let these people sit in there, drag Tisha out like that. But like I said, and I'm going to say it again, the outsiders cannot tear down, only the ones that's inside, and that's Tisha and Marcel. The outside can't do nothing because they own exactly where they are on the outside, and that's real talk. But like I said, when it comes to Marcel, you got to do a little better than what you are doing right here, because what goes around, you are absolutely right. It comes around. So, guys, thank you very much. Thank you. Checking your booth, guys. Thank you all. Thank you, my girl, my mod, Starbucks lover. Thank you very, very much, guys. And my girl misbehaving, make sure you guys keep and continue with her in prayer. So you all be blessed and enjoy the rest of your day.